Please welcome Sasha Asterman.
Yep.
Right? Yes, I'm right. From Asterman. Guess why?
Surprise,
Because
surprise.
he's a CEO. All right, please welcome.
So, hello guys, how are you? Great. So, first of all, who is the managers? Who is the artists? Manager. Who is the artists? Okay, deal. Okay. About your locations. Where are you from? Poland. Deal. Ukraine. Really? Okay, deal. Belarus, but local for now. Okay, great. Somebody else? Germany. Okay, great. So to be honest, it's a really difficult presentation for me because today is my first time when I try to do a presentation by English. Sorry if I die. It's okay. Please call my mom and etc. So today we will try to speak about how to create a creative team from the scratch and how to try to scale up it. So first of all, we need to start from ourselves. So can I ask you to raise your hand who really love their work? Okay, and who really love their team? Okay, less hands, you know. A little bit. Okay, deal. So, I believe it's very important about company infrastructure. So maybe it will be sound a little bit strange, but maybe someone can tell about infrastructure of your company. What do you know about infrastructure of your company?
It's more in the horizontal level of management in my
Okay, yes, it sounds good.
We do have some management a bit higher, but a bit higher.
Okay, and how do you understand the horizontal management?
Well, I can just, talk to my boss like, hey, you, what you doing?
Okay, so, okay, great. So maybe someone else can... Pasha, what do you think? Hello, Pasha. He's my good friend. Yeah, my good friend.
It wasn't a question for him, sorry.
Why not? Yes, or not. What do you know about your organization, your company?
Many things. What exactly you want to ask me? Sorry.
So, who's your boss? You boss of whom?
You mean organization? How everything is organized? Who is responsible for what?
You understand who is it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. That's it. This. So, going forward. So in our team, we're working with many of companies, really many, thousands, hundreds, millions, billions companies, and billions and hundreds of projects, different projects, and we try to. And I found some key questions that we need to know when we start to work with any new project and with any new team. So here's the. So what to do? So we need to understand what we need to do. It's a simple question, right? When we need to do this work? It's a simple question too. And who will do this work? And who and how accept your work? So who will say okay on your work? This is a really simple structure of any project. So yes, I understand about horizontal, vertical, and etc. Management system, but by my opinion, it's look really simple and it's work. Some of managers understand any structure of management, or how. Okay, maybe a different question. How you guys understand management system? It's someone who take comments and send to artists, Or what about your understanding of management?
We're shy to share.
For our team, our team is very small, so I'm the kind of head manager and I control all the team. So the key for us is communication between us. It's not like one human said to another and then go to higher ups. I like to when we talk personally with me or say problems or review work as a team.
Okay. So how I come back? Okay. Let's try to that we start do some game. So we need to understand what we need to do. So for example, about what this game, about emotional of this game, about how art should looks like, and etc. And it sounds like a really simple question, but when we start work with some companies, sometimes we do not have answers on this really simple question. Or we will get really huge documentation with many sense and etc. and really difficult to understand. So first of all, we need to understand what to do. And how do you think, guys, manager should understand what need to do on the project? Or artists should understand what they need to do on the project? Yes? What about technical understanding of the manager? Manager is not understanding about technical process. It's okay?
Then there should be people who understand it that can communicate with others. Like if you ask from even if you ask for feature from developer or you ask from artist concept art, at least you should know how much how much work it should be and what he can do.
Okay, got it. So yes, manager I think should understand about the project, but it's not important, to be honest, because it's more important that is our director or technical director will understand about the project. But for manager should understand when this project should be done, and manager should understand how this project will be approved from the client. So also the manager should understand who will do this work. That's why on this screen I highlight head of management and head of production as additional and more important key staff on the team. So, but head of management hire under the head of production. Do you agree with that or not? Because some of my friends should think that head of production should be higher than of head of management.
It very depends on the company and the people.
You think like that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, deal. So sounds like a really simple question, but my team will. My team has some issue sometime when we work on some project with different companies, because in every company has a difficult or different team structure. So after we will get an answer on these simple K questions, then we need to do some really boring stuff like a regular management, and this is a really big issue on every project. First of all, we need to understand team structure. So, and sometimes it's a really big problem on some of the projects. Then we need to understand about wiki and every time regular updating this wiki. So how many companies has wiki in their company? Great. Yes, it's really helpful. Then we need one place of for communication. Sorry? Yeah, we have wiki. And one place for storage, storage material and etc. So before we will scaling up our team, we need to have an answer on previous questions. And this is really simple topics. Answer to OK questions, team structure, HR database, how we will teach new team members, understand of OK position, and regular management. It sounds like a really simple questions, right? But on almost on every project, we have a lot of problems with some potential clients or previous clients, because some of these simple questions still empty. So then, before we will start scaling up our team, we will need to understand the risks. So this is a few risks that I know from our company, but maybe someone can tell about your risks in your projects. No? You don't have any risks? Guys, come on. No? Somebody sick?
Bankruptcy, that's a risk.
Yeah. Deal. So, but we need to write some risk before we will start scaling up. So, and I would like to show some example of our projects with some challenging some challenges, you know. So here is 3D models for some game, and we've got a really simple task. So you guys will get some concept art, and you will need to provide us some models by some requirement. Yes, it will be easy. So guys, here's it. But then we will get more tasks in the same concept art and in the same project, and then we will get a huge thousands of concept arts, and our team got a really big challenge because we have to prepare wiki. We have to create one place for communication, one principle for tasks, and etc. And we work on this project, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years for now, and it's the same quality and the same visual style. So here is a next project. It's really difficult for me because I don't know many things about this project, but I saw this project as a manager. So from the start, it was just an idea, and we didn't understand nothing about technical requirements, and we didn't understand about for what this project. And this project was started just from some concept art and etc. But then we have to move with 3D modelers, animators, etc. And we didn't know what about final of this project. It was really difficult for us. But we, Camilla, how long we work on this project? 2 years? More than 2 years. And this project was made by really different artists, but style still the same, because we have an answer on really similar and easy K questions. So here is an example more and more. And the final, before we start answering of the question, this is a part of our project for Mikalaus Čiurlionis. Maybe someone work on VR projects, maybe here. And yeah. So maybe do you know this project, Trail of Angels? Yes? Okay, great. So this is a VR project for Mikalaus Čiurlionis, who is a really famous painter from Lithuania. And our task was to reproduce his painting into VR world. So we made this project for 1 year and month, and for now we're working on second part of this project. And difficulties here was that we should work with many teams with really strange technical requirements, and we have to produce in one style, on one art style, and nobody know what should be in the end. So, thank you. It was really difficult for me to represent this this topic, because really difficult to say what is important when you try to develop, create your art team. Is a management manager questions or art questions? So I'm ready to answer.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Do we have any questions from the audience right now? I see some people moving. Your hands, yes, coming, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Camille.
Could you please open the slide 3? Head of management, head of production.
Uh-huh.
I have a very simple question. What do you mean head of production? It's a technical artist, technical lead?
It's
or
not
not?
depends. It by your choice.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a developer, it can be an animator
Uh-huh.
or CG artist. It's
Okay.
not important. But it's important is someone should be responsible of all of the project.
Uh-huh. And management also responsible for production.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I understand.
If the head of production is wholly responsible for the production, what are the responsibilities of head of management?
For example, all of this structure can be for only one artist. So I, as an artist, should be responsible for a manager processes and art processes. You know, if we will work together, for example, I will be a manager, you will be an artist, and you will be responsible for all of the production and etc. If, for example, you will be a manager, I will be a head of production, and for example, you will be an artist, and you will be an artist, so our team stay higher, but every time on the project, someone should be one person for all administration questions and all manager questions, and one person should be responsible for all technical questions. Sometimes we have a really big issue because maybe I'm a manager, maybe you're a manager, maybe you're an artist, maybe not, and this pain for a small team, as usual. But for big teams has really difficult problems for improvement and for understanding who responsible for what. Because here's a big boss, but he's a big boss too, and he's a big boss, and etc. And we need to ask a really simple question and create a really simple structure to understand how work with this team.
Thank you. Do we have more questions? Okay, then I'll go myself. Now I wanted to ask how to make sure like you are doing, how to establish a good communication within your team, especially nowadays when in some companies, in some offices, they have hybrid schedule, like someone is coming to the office just 2 or 3 days a week, the other's working from home, so it's pretty inconvenient to, you know, work with someone on site, someone online, and how do you manage that?
You need key point in the day when all of your team will speak about some questions. So in our team we have 2 times time meeting, and I don't know, about 50 minutes, our 50 or 15 or 30 minutes. So we try to set up our tasks for a day, and we try to see whole week, and we try to see a month and a year for understanding what we need to do. And then we need time when we can speak about our all tasks without speaking about weather and etc., just about work. And I don't care about, sorry my team, I don't care about who start when, to be honest. I want to know when I can call to them to some of my team member and speak about work, and that's it. If he will start at 9 p.m., I don't care.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm a developer in Outfit 7, and I was wondering, what do you think about, maybe I misunderstood and you already covered this in an answer to a previous question, but what do you think about strict separation between these two roles, right? A manager and someone involved in production, versus maybe someone involved in production taking over as not taking over, but also sharing management duties.
Could you please repeat?
What do you think of these two roles, let's say head of management, head of production, being covered by one person versus strictly separating these among two different people? So
It's
strictly a manager,
it's
strictly
a huge
production.
problem, really huge problem.
A problem is one person sharing. Right.
Because if I understand correct your question, so you ask me if will be not one head manager but two head managers, right?
One guy with two roles.
Yeah.
One guy with two roles, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can be from my side. I can be a head of a manager and head of production, but I need to understand my roles. If I don't understand my roles and I work only as a head of production, and I forgot that I need to create timelines, check some, I don't know, technical documents, and etc., etc., it will be a problem.
Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm asking about. But do you have experience with this? Like,
Yeah, sure.
handling
So
everything?
you need to understand, in our team, we can work at this time in many different projects, and in some project we will have, I don't know, maybe 40 people, 40 peoples only in one project. But at the same time, we can work with some 2 artists on some small project, and we no need to set up many managers on some small project, and that's why we try to combine some expertise.
Thank you very much. Thank you all as well for coming and for your great questions.